What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today we got a lot of stuff planned. First thing being that we got to go pick up the Duramax. Now as you can see, it's nowhere to be seen here around the shop. That is because my buddy actually picked it up yesterday evening, and he went ahead and color matched everything for me except for the rear bumper. I think I'm going to be changing that rear bumper and get a different one. I'm not really sure yet. If I do decide to keep it, I will come back and color match it as well. I may leave like the chrome and then just color match, you know how it has like the black trim on it. May just color match it on the Duramax. But anyway, what we actually got to do is hop in the old F-250, get the flatbed here, and go pick up the Duramax because we got to go look at a job. Now, we have a job that we're going to be doing. If all goes good, I got to meet with the contractor, all that at his shop. First, I think is what he said. I'm going to call him back, see which way he wants me to go. So I think I got to meet the contractor at his shop, and he's got a trailer there that he's going to loan me in order to do the job. Now, to kind of rewind a little bit to give you guys a little more insight on what I'm talking about when I say a new job, a guy gave me a call yesterday, and he's a local contractor, and he builds driveways much like the one we have right now that we're driving down. He does asphalt driveways, concrete driveways, gravel driveways, dirt driveways. If it's a driveway, he does it. You know, anything to do with all that type of stuff is what he does. And he has a lot of work here in Tahiti County. A lot of it is here, but then he does have some things that are out of state. So if we do go into a contract with him, which is kind of how he subs out his work to people like me that, you know, do this type of thing, you know, landscaping stuff and all that, we will then be signing a $500,000 contract. So that means there is $500,000 on the table to be made. Now, that's not counting the little expenses we will have, such as like buying rocks and dirt or whatever it is we may have to buy or rent in order to get a job done. Now, here we are. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Duramax here, let you guys see it real quick. Then we're going to get back to talking about this whole $500,000 contract we possibly could be signing. If everything goes good, I got to meet with him here in a little bit, meet with the guy there, the contractor. Let's go ahead and back up like this. Probably could have just walked over here and picked up the old Duramax. But this is the truck, you guys, so here it is. Everything is color matched, and man, it's looking so good. Now, as you do notice, the truck is not the color it used to be. I went ahead and went with a white for now. I kind of like that look, man. We may end up changing it up, but I don't know, man. The white was just popping to me, especially when I seen it on the bed, and I was like, man, may have to go this route. For now, we could always change up the color. My buddy is just right here, and nothing is permanent when you got a buddy right here and you have a fab shop of your own. So, man, anything is possible. We're going to go and get this thing loaded on the trailer, though, because this is the truck we're going to be using to do all this work today. All right, you guys, we're headed back to the house. That way we can get unhooked from the trailer, get the Duramax unloaded, and we're going to go ahead and head over to the job site where we will be doing our first little job. Now, this is a pretty good sized driveway from what the guy has told me. He wants me to go by the job site, look at the driveway to make sure this is something I do want to get into and something I can handle before we, you know, get anything signed and make anything for sure, because, you know, once we sign those papers, we do have to do all this work, which is fine with me, honestly. I'm not scared of a little work, so I don't mind a bit, especially if the end result is $500,000, like $500,000. Yeah, I think we can, yeah, we can make some things work. And we are off. Now, I don't think, let's see, yeah, I don't think we'll need that trailer. Well, actually, we do need the flatbed. Let me go ahead and just grab the flatbed real quick. All right, we're all hooked up to the trailer. We're going to go check out first of many jobs here that we could possibly have with this guy, man. He's a big-time contractor, does a lot of these driveways, like landscaping type stuff. This sounds to me like something we could really profit off of. Now, the reason I'm coming here to pick up the tractor is because I'm going to need something that has a front-end loader, and we don't have a skid steer at the moment. We may have to invest in one, especially if we sign this contract with him. He was very, very persistent about, you know, making sure I had something like this, like the tractor, to where we could run a bucket and all that. All right, got the whole setup headed out, man. This thing looks good pulling a trailer. What do you guys think? Look at this old truck, man. Oh, it's really coming together. Looks like we're out to make some money, and that's exactly what I hope we're doing today. He pays by the job, man. This guy is no joke. Now, if all goes well, you complete the job. He's got your money right there. He just goes ahead and sends it to you. So we're looking for North River Trail. And yeah, okay, this is it right here off of Madison. Yep, this is us right here. So this, I think, is the driveway we're going to be building. So yeah, this is a pretty hefty job here. I'm going to talk to you guys about kind of the price that's up in the air right now for this particular driveway. If you come back here just like this on around. So we will be building a driveway all the way up to, I think, this point right here. And he said for now we're just going to stop and see if they want to pour concrete around the house as like a driveway up here, or whatever they may do. But our little initial job is going to be to just get rocks or asphalt or concrete poured all the way down the driveway. It's going to be either a 2-story or 3-story. I think just a 2-story, and all they got to do now is just put on the roof. Now we're going to come through right here. I'm not sure what they're wanting poured. I think he said gravel. I think that is what we're going to be doing, is gravel. So I'm not 100% sure, but this is going to be like a $30,000 job, anywhere from like a $25,000 to $30,000 job right here, being that this driveway is so long, and it's going to take leveling, all kind of little stuff in order to get it just right. Now what we're going to do is head on to his shop. He gave me the address just a little while ago. He said to be looking for a F450 out front, long wheelbase, so that is what we're going to look for. He said it's white, and that is his truck. So we're going to be looking for that, and hopefully we can get this contract signed, and we can get on our way to making, man, whew, it's crazy to say, but $500,000. All right, so this is his shop up there. Okay, already see it. He said it was in the curve like this. Somebody go in there? Oh, no, okay. Pull in right here. I don't think this shop has been here for a real long time is what he was saying. I think he just recently moved in like 2.5, 3 months ago. And I think the way he talks, he's going to be here for quite some time. He really likes the Heaton County. We're going to need to possibly hook up to that tipper right there, because that's what we're going to be using to haul gravel. I'm going to go see if I can find him around here. All right, you guys, just got done talking with him, and we got the job, or jobs, might I say. So we just signed a $500,000 contract. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. It hasn't even set in really yet. I'm still just kind of processing everything. So yeah, he said we got a lot of jobs over here in Heaton County to do, kind of like me and him had already spoke about on the phone. And he said some of them will be out of town, but those are not quite ready just yet. But this job here is ready, and several others. So, man, we got our work cut out for us. And we're going to be very busy spreading some rock and just building driveways for a little while, but we're still going to be squeezing in our little fab work and everything we already have going on around the house. So don't worry about any of that. We're definitely not going to skip out on all those projects. All right, we just got hooked up to the trailer back there. So we're going to have this in order to do these jobs, you know, hauling rock and all that stuff, gravel, whatever it may be. This trailer is going to be very, very helpful for all that. All right, you guys, I was getting ready to head out just then and had everything loaded up. Then I got to thinking we may want to grab some rock while we're here, because that is what we're going to be laying down on this driveway. So got to make sure we don't run off and leave this. You know what? I think I may actually go run grab the truck and get it a little closer. That way I can get this little bit of pile of rock here. He does have this here, and he's actually going to be getting some more loads of rock today. So we should have enough in order to complete the job right here. He keeps a lot of rock at his shop. That way for gravel jobs, all we got to do is come right here and get some rock. All right, and get pulled up right here. Now I will have to unhook from the trailer because we got to be able to get our tractor back on the flatbed there. So let's go ahead and do that. Put a little space in between. Make sure we drop our ramps, and we should be good to go ahead and fill that trailer completely up. Just got finished loading up all the rock right there. That should be enough to get us, I'd say, almost halfway, or a pretty good ways on that driveway over there that we are heading to. Our first little job, I'm going to get backed up right here, get the tractor back on the trailer. This is where a skid steer would come in handy. So much more than the tractor, man, being able to zip around. And I don't know, you guys see that I got to have a weight on the back as well, because the tractor gets a little top heavy once we get that bucket up in the air, man. And if you don't have that weight, oh man, you will just you will flip over. So yeah, I kind of figured that out the hard way earlier, but he luckily had a weight, and we got all that situated. And so now we can load some rock. I didn't want to bother him and try to borrow the skid steer there, so we'll just continue to use the tractor. And I guess when we can afford one, we'll go invest in that. Now I'm pretty sure we might could pull out a skid steer right now, but man, it'd be cutting it really, really close, and we'd probably be just about broke, considering we only have a little over $88,000. Almost forgot to strap off the tractor there. That would not have been good. All right. Got the other trailer hooked up, and man, here we go. Oh, yep. I don't think we can do it, you guys. Look. The back wheels are off the ground. Hang on. We may have to put the tractor at the very back. Yeah, let's do that. I kind of should have thought about that beforehand. 1 second. All right, well, you guys, let's just say it's a lot heavier hauling all this rock than I anticipated. So we're just going to try to make it there without hauling the tractor, and we'll have to come back. I mean, look at the truck. Look just how much squat we have. Yeah, this is insane. All right, here we go, you guys. Front wheels are trying to come off the ground. Oh yeah, this is pretty bad. I think we'll make it. We'll just be very, very careful, and we won't get to going too fast. Yeah, I did not think we'd have this issue, you guys. I mean, yeah, come on. The old Duramax here, man. It's trying. It's doing good. Oh man, I think one of the best things we could do at this point is just get a fifth wheel set up and do it like that. So yeah, but we're gonna slowly but surely make it to the job site, and yeah, we're gonna have to figure something else out with this because we cannot do this again. This is too dangerous. Look at the truck just walking everywhere. We made it uphill, you guys. Whew, this is scary. The truck is spinning, man. Come on, Duramax. It's got the power. It's not power, it's weight. Oh goodness, I don't want to wreck the rocks. All right, I'll see you guys in a moment unless we wind up in a ditch upside down. And I really hope we don't because we need this job, man. I don't want him to know we're struggling this bad trying to haul some rock. Trucks everywhere, man. All right, you guys. We made it this far. It's been a struggle and it's been a challenge, but we are here and we're going to make this $25,000. I don't know if I've made any more mention about that, but he actually gave me a little bonus on top of this job, and that was my first one. You know, he said he likes to do that to new people he hires on, you know, through contracts and all that. He said he likes to go and give them a little bonus in that beginning, kind of help them get kicked off. So that, man, that's definitely some motivation there to get this job done. Now, I think we're going to get up into here about halfway. Look how good it's hauling now. Now that we're up in here. Now, I've had a lot of trouble with all the hills coming over here. And I think this has got some pretty good hill up here. I think it's a pretty good incline. Let's see. It does go up a little bit. See, right here isn't terrible. But then right here, yeah, okay. So I think we're going to dump the rocks right here where it's nice and level. Go and just dump the rocks. And we're going to kind of come to right here to kind of spread everything. Man, look at the deer out there just hanging out. We're going to see how far this load of rocks goes. Hopefully a good little ways because, man, hauling the rocks with this truck right now with this setup, you know, the bumper pull is not the way to go. We got to get the weight more over the axle of the truck. And then I don't think we'll have this issue anymore. All right, we're going to go and unload it right here. We'll leave the trailer here for just a minute. And we're going to go back, pick up the tractor because we got to make 2 trips this time. And we're going to see how far that little bit of rock goes. And we may have to improvise to kind of get some gravel from elsewhere. Somewhere closer, being that the truck isn't wanting to haul that bumper pull trailer very well with all that weight on it. Alright, just made it back with the tractor. We're going to go ahead and get this off the trailer. I'm going to get to spreading some of this rock and see just how far this will carry us on this driveway. Because, man, yeah, we got to get some work done. Now, real quick before we do lay down all the rock, I'm going to drag the bucket along all of this, the entire driveway, make sure everything's really smooth, and we get rid of all this grass. That way it won't be trying to grow up through the gravel later on. I'm going to start up here towards the house and kind of work my way back. Alright, now I'm just working my way back like this. You can see it all kind of getting smoothed out right there. May have to go back and forth a little bit, but right now all we're doing is just smoothing everything out, kind of getting it knocked down to just dirt. That way we don't have to worry about any of this grass coming up through the gravel later on once everything's laid down. Look at this, you guys. It works so good doing it like this. Look at there, already making some progress on the driveway. Let's go ahead and come back up right here. It is a little wider this direction. Now, I don't know if we'll pour all of the dirt path because I'm going to talk to them about the width they want and make sure they're happy with it before I go to laying down all this rock. Go and get this just like that. And look at that, you guys. Just making easy work of all of this. I'm going to stay busy with all this, you guys. Go ahead and make one more pass real quick. Just like this. Look at it. Just doing all the hard work for us. Up. There we go. Just like that. Anyway, I'll see you guys here in a little bit when we got all this smoothed out and down to just dirt. Alright, I think that's it, you guys. Look at this. All of it is done. I'm going to kind of take you guys down here. Turned out really, really good. I did take and kind of curve all this, kind of sculpt it into a really nice driveway, something that they will really, really enjoy. Kind of made sure I leveled all the dirt out to right here, kind of leveled some of the rocks out here as well. Just kind of really went over it, worked everything, and made sure we just had a really good foundation in order to lay these rocks down. Now, being that we did all this, kind of smoothed everything out, man, driving up this driveway is going to be very, very nice. It's going to be smooth, you know, no bumps, no holes, nothing like that. It will work out really good for the customer. You can kind of see where I stopped up here. This is going to be kind of our little cutoff for the driveway as of right now. And then later on, we will come back and see where they want everything else and kind of work from there. Now all we got to do is get some load of rocks here and start spreading rocks all down this driveway. And man, is it long. We are probably going to have to go back to that guy's shop, see if he's got another load of rocks ready. And yeah, probably going to have to be making several trips because I don't think this is going to get us super far. It's definitely not going to do the entire driveway. So let's go and load up this little bit of rock here. And I am going to start, I guess, down here at the very bottom of the driveway and just kind of work my way up to this point. Now, I want to meet the kind of gravel road right there. So we're going to start and kind of start dumping here. I don't get too high. I'm just going to be very careful. Dump just a little bit. That way we can kind of manage it and spread it as far as we can. Kind of spread a little bit down here. It really will go a good ways. But man, you just don't want to get too carried away with it. Especially in our case when we got so far to go with all of it. Gotta make sure we stay on the path here. Alright, there's our first little load, and it did get us a pretty good ways. I mean, look at this. That's actually not bad at all, and that's only one load. So, we're going to go back, get some more, and see just how far we can make it. Real quick, too, I'm going to go back. You know what? Before we get another load, I'm going to go ahead and smooth some of this out, just to kind of make things a little easier. Alright, I'm just kind of looking for any extra little rock piles, making sure everything is smooth, kind of take and drag back. Just want to make one last little pass right here, and look at that. Got it all smoothed out. And man, it's looking so good. We actually made it very far. With just that little bit of gravel up there, we made it very far down the driveway. So I'm actually kind of hopeful that we'll get most of this done, if not all of it, with that rock. I know it sounds crazy, but man, it's possible. All right, another load we go, and let's see how far we can get this one. Alright, I was just kind of making one last pass down through here to make sure everything is smoothed out and good to go. But man, look how this all turned out. It looks great. For our first driveway, man, I think we did a really good job. You guys will get another little tour of the driveway when we leave here in a moment. I did end up having to get 2.5 more loads of rock in order to finish this. But we got it done, and it wasn't too bad. He actually got a massive load of rock at his shop. So we were able to just kind of use that to finish this up. But yeah, this is where, like I said, the driveway is going to stop for now. He's going to go ahead and pay us for all the work we've done and go ahead and pay us for the work we haven't done, which is bring the driveway up to the garage doors. So he's going to go ahead and pay us all for that. All we got to do is give him a call and wait for the money to come through. I'm going to get this loaded up. Go ahead and give him a call. That way, by the time we're all loaded up and getting out of here, we can go ahead and receive that $25,000 paycheck for doing all this work. All right, you guys, look at that. Before we can even get out of here, like I was saying, a $25,000 paycheck has now been put in our bank account, bringing us to a little over $113,000. This was nothing but a dirt driveway, or not even a dirt driveway when we initially got here. It was like grass, dirt, everything in between, but we took and smoothed it out, sculpted it into a very nice gravel driveway. I'm gonna swing by, drop off his trailer here, and we're gonna head back to the house for the day. But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up today's video right here. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.